This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Running back searching for a hole. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to run it left here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to get the corner. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Woodhead. Getting some heat. Escapes trouble. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Trying to seal the edge on the right.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
2nd down coming up. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Reese, you say easy. I say annoying. Take about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back running. I got to guard the wide receivers. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the blame and stop him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Kentucky, 14. Stanford, 7.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Hits the spin cycle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And how about the big...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Nothing but green ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll give it to the back. Runs for the tackle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Woodhead. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14. Returner runs out of bounds.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Coming after it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Woodhead. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Time to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
On to punt it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Dropping back, it's Woodhead. Makes his connection. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Woodhead. Slot, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Kentucky 28. Stanford 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it to the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. He'll set up to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Breeze. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. They're going to run it. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Looking to pass. It's Woodhead. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to get to it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just... he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over Utah State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Give to the running back. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Offense about to take a knee. Maybe everybody's content with where we are heading to the break. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.